You don't need fancy psychology books to get what you want. There are simple tricks that work in everyday life. Here are 19 psychological hacks you can start using right now. Make sure to watch till the end. Some of these might surprise you. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful insights. Never start a request with, "Could you?" When you say "could you," people assume it's just a theory. For example, if you ask, "Could you call the neighbors?" They might think, "Yeah, I could, but I won't." Instead, say, "Please call the neighbors." It's direct. It works. Want to put someone on edge? Stare at the middle of their forehead while talking to them. It makes people feel watched, judged, and unsettled. Use it wisely. If someone avoids a question, stay silent and keep eye contact. Most people will feel uncomfortable and fill the silence, and sometimes they'll spill the truth just to break the tension. Ask someone to explain something to you, even if you already know the answer. People like feeling knowledgeable, and this builds rapport fast. While making a request, nod your head subtly. It tricks the brain into agreeing. Waiters and salespeople use this all the time. Now you can too. If someone is focused, like on a phone call, just extend your hand. They'll give you what they're holding without even realizing it. You can also give them something, and they'll take it without thinking. A sneaky trick for when you're cleaning up. Tell someone they probably can't do it. Most people will try to prove you wrong, or make a small request before the big one. Once they agree to something minor, it's harder to say no later. Nod slightly as you talk. It subconsciously makes them pay attention. They won't even realize why. Want a better deal? Act a little disappointed. This makes the other person feel pressured to improve their offer. Works great for salaries, discounts, or negotiations. As soon as your alarm rings, sit up and make 2 fists like you just scored a goal. It signals to your brain that it's game time. Try it. It actually works. Say a weird phrase when you lock your door or turn off an appliance, like purple elephant when you lock your car. Later, when you doubt yourself, you'll remember saying it. Instant peace of mind. Someone trying to start an argument, say something nice to them, or stay completely silent. Nothing annoys a troublemaker more than being ignored. Never say, "Do this." Instead say, "Start with this." It feels like a smaller task, so they begin. Then say, "Good, now continue with this." Before they know it, they've done the whole job. Take a water bottle with you when speaking in public. A sip of water gives you a natural pause to gather your thoughts. No one will ever notice. Someone's staring at you. Don't look away. Look directly at their shoes. They'll get paranoid and stop staring. Every time you see someone, act a little worried. Soon, they'll start feeling nervous every time they see you. Use it how you like. Instead of saying, "You left the window open," say, "The window was left open." Same message, but it doesn't sound like you're blaming them. Didn't sleep enough? Tell yourself you did. A study from Colorado College found that if you believe you're well rested, your brain performs better, even if you're running on low sleep. People remember the first and last things in their day the most. So, schedule your interview either early in the morning or at the end of the day. This way, you stand out among all the other candidates. Instead of saying, "You left the window open," say, "The window was left open." It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. When you phrase it this way, you remove direct blame from the person. No one likes feeling accused or put on the spot. When someone hears, "You left the window open," they might feel defensive. Even if they made a mistake, they might instinctively push back. They could say, "I didn't mean to," or "It wasn't my fault." But when you say, "The window was left open," it becomes neutral. It simply states what happened, without pointing fingers. This makes it easier for the person to accept responsibility without conflict. It works in many situations. Instead of, "You didn't take out the trash," say, "The trash wasn't taken out." Instead of, You forgot to email me, say, I didn't receive the email. By removing direct blame, you create a smoother conversation. People are more likely to fix the mistake without arguing. This is useful at work, in relationships, and even with kids. Try it and see how people react differently. Now let's talk about another trick, one that affects your energy and focus. Didn't sleep enough? Tell yourself you did. It might sound ridiculous, but it actually works. Your brain is incredibly powerful, and your mindset affects your performance. A study from Colorado College found that people who believed they got enough sleep performed better, even if they were running on just a few hours. It's called placebo sleep. If you tell yourself, I feel rested, I slept well, your brain follows suit. Your body starts acting as if you're refreshed. You'll feel more alert, focused, and ready to take on the day. On the other hand, if you wake up and say, I'm exhausted, I didn't sleep enough, you'll feel worse. Your brain will amplify your tiredness. So next time you have a bad night's sleep, trick yourself. Say, I got great rest. It won't give you extra hours of sleep, but it will help you function better. Now, let's move on to memory tricks. People remember the first and last things in their day the most. Everything in the middle tends to blur together. This is called the serial position effect. Your brain prioritizes what happens at the beginning and end of an experience. So how can you use this to your advantage? Let's say you have a job interview. Schedule it early in the morning or late in the afternoon. If you're the first candidate, you make a fresh impression. The interviewer hasn't seen anyone else yet, so you stand out. If you're the last candidate, you're the final memory of the day. When they think back, they'll remember you over the others. This applies to meetings, presentations, and even first dates. If you want to be remembered, aim for first or last. This also works for learning. If you're studying, focus on what you learn first and last. Your brain naturally holds on to that information better. Now here's another trick. End things on a high note. If you're leaving a conversation, say something positive. People will remember how they felt when they were with you. If you end with a joke, a compliment, or a warm goodbye, they'll associate you with good energy. This is why great speakers end with a powerful statement. It's why performers save the best song for last. It's why businesses focus on giving customers a great last impression, because that's what sticks in memory. So, whether you're meeting new people, taking a test, or going on a date, use the power of first and last. Make a strong first impression, and leave them with something to remember. Now let's bring it back to you. Maybe you'll change how you phrase things to avoid conflict. Maybe you'll trick your brain into feeling well-rested. Or maybe you'll schedule your next big moment at just the right time. Whichever one you pick, start today. Small changes can have huge effects. If you're leaving a conversation, say something positive. People will remember how they felt when they were with you. Most of the time, we don't remember exact words. We remember emotions. If someone made you feel happy, confident, or inspired, that's what you take with you. If they made you feel awkward, bored, or uncomfortable, that feeling sticks too. So, if you want to be unforgettable, leave people with a good emotion. A simple joke can do the trick. Even if it's a bad joke, if it makes them laugh, it works. Or give a genuine compliment. It doesn't have to be about their looks. Tell them, I always enjoy talking to you. Or, you have a great way of explaining things. People don't forget compliments. Why? Because most people don't hear them often. A well-placed compliment can brighten someone's entire day. It can even change how they see you long term. Now think about great speakers. Why do they always end with a powerful statement? Because that's what the audience remembers. The same goes for performers. Musicians always save their best song for last. Comedians save their strongest joke for the end of the show. Why? Because the last impression is the lasting impression. It's the recency effect in action. What happens last sticks in memory longer. It's why businesses put extra effort into the final customer experience. Think about the last time you visited a restaurant. If the service was bad at the end of the meal, that's what you remember, even if the food was amazing. On the other hand, if the waiter smiled, thanked you, and gave you a free dessert, you leave happy, even if the food was just okay. That's the power of a great last impression. Now, how can you use this in everyday life? Let's start with social situations. Imagine you meet someone new. The first few minutes are crucial, but so are the last. Even if the conversation was average, if you end with a joke, a compliment, or a warm farewell, you leave a positive mark. People will think, that was a great interaction, even if they don't remember exactly what you talked about. Now, let's talk about dating. A date isn't just about what happens during, it's about how you leave them feeling. A lot of people make the mistake of ending a date awkwardly. They fumble with words, say, well, I guess I'll see you around, and walk away. That doesn't leave a strong impact. Instead, try this. Before you part ways, say something like, I had a great time with you. You have such a fun energy. Or, this was really fun. I'd love to do it again. Now, instead of wondering what you thought, they know you enjoyed yourself, and that makes them want to see you again. Let's apply this to work. Say you're in a job interview. You answer all the questions well. But what happens at the end? Most people just shake hands and say, thanks for your time. That's fine, but it's forgettable. Instead, try this. At the end of the interview, say something like, I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm even more excited about the role now. Or, thanks for taking the time to speak with me. I'd love to be part of this team. This small change makes a huge difference. Now they walk away thinking, wow, this person really wants the job, which makes you more likely to get the job. Now let's talk about public speaking. Have you ever noticed how great speakers build up to their final words? They don't just say, that's all, thanks. They end with impact. Think about the best TED Talks. They always close with something powerful. Maybe it's a call to action, like, go out and change the world. Maybe it's an inspiring thought, like, your dreams are closer than you think. Whatever it is, it sticks with the audience. So next time you're giving a speech, or even just telling a story, think about how you want to end. Now, what about friendships? If you want to strengthen relationships, use this trick. Before parting ways, don't just say, see you later. Say something personal. Hanging out with you always makes my day. Or, I always appreciate your advice. You really helped me today. These moments deepen connections. And the best part, they take 5 seconds. Now, let's get even more strategic. Have you ever had a bad meeting at work? Maybe it was boring. Maybe it was tense. But what if you ended it on a good note? You could say, well, at least we're making progress. We'll figure this out. Or, that was tough, but I appreciate everyone's input. Even if the meeting wasn't great, people leave feeling better. And that matters, because people remember the end. Now, let's go even deeper. Have you ever had a bad breakup? How did it end? If it ended in an argument, that's what you remember. If it ended with respect and closure, the memory is different. Endings shape how we see the past. This is why therapists often help people reframe how something ended. It changes how we carry that memory. Now, think about vacations. Ever had a trip where the last day was bad? Maybe your flight got delayed. Maybe something went wrong. Even if the whole trip was great, that one bad ending can affect how you remember it. But if the last day was incredible, that's what sticks. This is why hotels put extra effort into checkout, experiences. They know people will remember the final moments. Now, let's bring it back to everyday life. What's something simple you can do today? Next time you talk to a friend, end with something positive. Next time you leave work, say something good to your coworkers. Next time you finish a project, take a moment to appreciate it. These small shifts change how people see you and how you see your own life. Because here's the truth. Endings matter. They shape memories. They shape relationships. They shape opportunities. And the best part, you're in control of them. So start using this today. Make a strong first impression. And always leave people with something to remember. And if you found this helpful, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychology hacks. Which one are you going to try first? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychology hacks.